Welcome again to tebtalks.com. This is Mpatswe Francis with you. Today we are going to start a new video. It's going to be about Microsoft Word. We are going to learn Microsoft Word as one of the powerful processing software which helps us to create, edit, and format documents. So when you open Microsoft Word, this is the first interface you see. On our first interface, you see on this layout, you see the word home, new, open. Right now on the home tab, you will see all this is like the home, the first interface or the first lookout you see. And then when you select new, it will enable you to get a new or to create a new blank document, or you can have a template. We have so far created templates which are available for you that you can use. They are in form of business card, flyers, letters, education, resume, and so on. You also have personal personal templates, or you can go ahead and create a blank document, or you can open an existing Word document from your computer. So for us, we are going to go ahead and create a blank document. So click on this blank document. So when you click on the blank document, you see another interface that looks like this. On this interface, we are going to look at the main components of this layout. The first one is the title bar. The title bar is located at the top of the Word window and displays the name of the document you are currently working on. So it is normally at the main top of the window. So right now you see document 1. This is what we call the title bar. And this title bar can be like, it can close when you try to minimize or maximize, depending on how you like. When you close the document, you can also close, or they can ask you to rename the document. When you rename the document, then the title bar can change automatically. And then on top of that, but before we go to this, we have the other part which is on our left side. It is called the quick access. The quick access icons here, these are the icons you can easily access for you to use. They are in form of the new document, open, if you want to open a document, if you want to save, if you want to send an email, or you want to print. All these which with a tick here, you see they are ticked, meaning they are available. So when you want to print, for example, I have email, I have like print, quick print. If I tick that, you see a print here. So when I click on that print, now you will see that I will be redirected to a printer settings. I will be redirected to a printer settings, which is available here now, though it is saying it is in error state because right now I'm not connected to the printer. But when for example, I have open, when I click on open, I will be redirected to the other open page where I can open a document within another directory. So this is the quick access toolbar. This is the title bar, and then on the side here, the newer versions of Microsoft enables you to have an account. So right now you need to have an account, or you need to set up an account so that most of your work can be saved in the Microsoft Drive. And then here, after the account, you have the ribbon options. On this ribbon options, it has 3 options. First one is the auto hide ribbon. The second one is the show tabs, and then the other one is the show both tabs and command. The auto hide ribbon, this will hide the ribbon, and for example, when I click on that, you will see that the ribbon will be hidden. A ribbon is a group of tabs which contain several tools that represent different commands. For example, when I click on that, I say click on that, to hide or show the tabs. When I click on the second one, which show the tab, this one will now I will show all the tabs in the ribbon only, all the tabs only. So when I click on that, now you can see I have the tabs like the file, home tab, insert, draw, design, and so on. And when I go ahead and click on this, I will be able to see now like it will, when I click on the third one, this will help me to show the tabs and the command at the same time. So when I click on that, you can now see that the tabs have been expanded. I am able to see both the tabs and the commands at the same time. So on the right side, we have these three icons. The first one is minimized, second one is store down, and then we have close. So this one, when I click on that, this will minimize the page. When I click that one, it will restore down, and this one will maximize the window, Microsoft Word window, and then this one will close the window. So the other part is what we call the ribbon. A ribbon is a collection of tabs, each containing groups of related commands. It is located just below the title bar and provides access to all the features and tools available in Microsoft Word. So this is what we call the ribbon. Like when you click on the file, you see we have many tools, many options you can do with that. When you go to Home tab, you see we have a group of tools like the clipboard, like the font, paragraph, and so on. When you go to Insert, you see a lot of group of tools like page, tables, illustration. When you go to Draw, you see a group of tools. You go to Design, you get a group of tools. You go to Layout, and so you have all these tabs contain a group of tools, and each of these group of tools, they present or they represent a certain command. So the tabs may include, as I said, like Home tab, Insert, Design, Layout, Reference, Mailing, Review, like you see Mailing, Review, View, and so on. And then we have of course, we looked at the Quick Access Toolbar. We said the Quick Access Toolbar, it is light on our left side of the title bar, and we say this one is it contains common used commands such as save, undo, redo, print, and so on. And then the other thing we're going to look at is the document area. This is this white space, as you see here. This empty white space is what we call the document area, and this is the main working area where you create and edit your document. It occupies most of the Microsoft Word and displays the content of your work. For example, when you start typing some of the characters or string of words, we have to type in this space. Then we have the status bar. This is located at the bottom of the window. This is what we call the status bar. It's at the bottom of the window, and it displays the information about the current document. As you see here, I have page 1 of 1 and word 1. When I click on that, you get like a dialog box window that will pop up on this screen, and this will show like then. Now I see they're telling me I have only word 1, and these are the characteristics of the word, like the number of pages, the number of words, number of characters without space and with spaces, number of paragraphs, and number of lines. So this is all found in the status bar. Then apart from that, we have what we call the view. This is like how you can view your documents after maybe you've typed your document in your word processor. You can read it, you can spread it in a read mode. Like click that, that one will take you into the read mode. If you want to go back, you press escape from the keyboard. You can also get it in a print mode. Right now, it is always on print mode by default. Then we have like web mode. Like click here, this one shows it is in a web mode. You can go back to the original or default by clicking escape on the keyboard, or by coming that to print mode. And then on the right corner, on the right side, you have the zoom. This is a zoom level and the proofing options. This will help you to zoom in and out by increasing the size of the page, that is zoom in and zoom out. So apart from that, we have the vertical and horizontal scroll bars. As you see, this is what we call, this one here is the vertical, as you see, vertical bar, and then we have the horizontal bar. It is down here. This will help you to scroll the page up and down. The vertical scroll bar appears on the right side of the Microsoft Word window and allows you to scroll up and down throughout your document. So whenever you have the document you're working on, regardless of the number of pages, could be from 1 to 100 pages, you can always scroll down and up, so that you can go ahead and do whatever kind of formatting tools, or can format your document in the way you want. And then we have like the horizontal scroll bar. It appears at the bottom and enables you to scroll left and right when you want to extend your page beyond visible area. So it is always down here. So if you want to scroll your page left to right, you use the horizontal scroll bar. But if you want to scroll your page up and down, you use the vertical scroll bar. Then from there, we are going to look at some of other things that we can do with Microsoft Word. We have looked at the basic layout. Now we are going to look at the File tab. We're going to look at the File tab in Microsoft Word. So File tab in Microsoft Word is something very important. It's the one that starts on our ribbon of tabs. So when you click on File tab, this is what you get. This is the interface that you get. On your interface, you get tools like the first one is the home, second one is the new, then we have open, info, save as, print, share, export, close, account, feedback, and options. So we are going to see how we can use all these one in our Microsoft Word. So I start with the new one, the first one, which is new. When you click on new, this one, it enables you to create either a new blank document or a new template. The template, we have already created templates, or you can search any of the templates online. We have very many which is available online. Could be in categories of business, card, flyers, education, and so on. So so far we know how to create a new blank document. So let's see how we can go to another one, which is open. So the open tab, when you click on that, it opens the window into two layouts. The first section, it shows you like the directories or the drives where you could open your document. To start with the OneDrive, which is online drive for Microsoft, and then the other one is the PC, that is your computer, and then here the last one is browse, like you try to browse a location where you want to open your document. And then the other layout shows the recent document, which These are the recent created document that you have been working on. This could be like also the folders. We have both files and folders. So all these are found in on this layout. So when you come to the first layout now, right now we're going to use the last one, which is browse. So we shall click on that browse, and then after that you will get this. When you click on browse, this will open a new window, and then on this new window now, you will be able to now to see all different disk drives on your computer. Now this one detects you, like you have to select where your file is, the file you want to open. Where is it? Is it in the computer libraries? Is it on a network? Is it on a desktop? Is it on the disk drive? Could be like a Windows disk drive or external disk drive. Like maybe you have a hard disk connected to your machine, or you have a flash disk or DVD drive. So any of the drive which is connected to your computer, then if that's where your file is, then you can go ahead and open that. For example, now if I open like if I open, for example, this, I open, say, I have to get one of the file open. Okay, I can open one of this file, like biology syllabus. Remember this one, I'm going to open it from download. Download is one of the library is one of the computer libraries. So I'll go ahead and select biology. That's the file name, as you see down here, file name biology, and the file type is a Word document, and then you see here this button, open. So from there, click on open, and then after that, now you see the document will be opened. So after that, after learning how to open a document or any file in Microsoft Word, we can still go ahead and see how to use other tools in the file tab. The other tool we're going to use is info. The info is something very important. This one gives the information about your software. First of all, it gives you the mode, if you are the mode of software, if it's compatible with uh, other features or other versions of the, like if you have some like the previous versions of the Office. Or you can also protect your document. It enables you to protect your document or your file by setting it to be a read only, or encrypting it with a password. Or you can try to restrict editing. You can add a digital signature, or you can mark it as final. And then after that, we can also like remember, like when you have this file biology syllabus, you can upload it, you can share, you can copy the path, you can also open the file location. So but right now I'm not after that. In fact, I want to go to a new blank document so that I can get this slide. So when I try to use that option, when I try to follow the right procedure of creating a new document, and then I go to info, I have 3 options. Now the first option in this layout, as you see, I have two layouts. On my first layout, I have 3 options. One is protect document, the second one is inspect the document, and then the other one is manage your document. So what are all these about? So protecting your document enables you to set up certain restrictions so that uh, unauthorized people cannot have access to your document. This could be by preventing uh, readers from doing any kind of editing, by making sure that your document is put into a read-only mode, setting up a password that is encryption, and then restricting editing, and then supplying the digital signature and mark as final. Then with checking issues, we can inspect the document, check accessibility, and then compatibility. These are all the features we can find under info. Then we can manage the document by trying to recover any unsaved documents or delete all unsaved documents. Like if you are working on Microsoft Word and you create a lot of documents, some you don't save them because maybe you think they are not necessary, or you made some changes earlier, so you can go ahead and delete all unsaved documents or recover them. So apart from that, when you see here, like this is the first layout. On the second layout of info, we have the properties of this. Here you see like the size, number of pages, words, kind of, and then related dates and so on. Then down we have the save. This will save and save as. The difference is that when you are working on a new document, it will always appear as save as, because you have to supply the file name. So normally when you open Microsoft Word and you start working or start typing your work, so the moment you go to save, whether you use save or save as, it will still be as save as, because when you say save as, for example, I want to save this, I want to save it in say documents. So this save as, it will, you will have to supply, you will have to put the file name and select the file type, the data file type, which is a Word document. So after that, for example, if I say this is sample 1, sample 2, and then I save that, so now you see like I have, this is in my title bar already. I've changed that sample 2, and when I go to save, now when I go to save, now the difference now here is that if your document is already named, whenever you make any changes, then you go to save, it saves automatic. But when you select save as, it means now it will take you to the previous procedures, meaning that maybe you're trying to rename or to give another name, another file name, which is not the same as the previous one, like sample 2. So like now if I go to save as, and then I do that, so you see now the file name will be highlighted, so I can change that. I can say testing document, so I can save that, and then as you see in the title bar, the name will change. It will change automatic, and that's the difference between save and save as. Then the other option is print. The print option is a very important tool in Microsoft Word, because this one enables you to change or to have any of the soft copies into hard copies, which can be like shared between people. Like you can give people to read, you can supply, or you can send it to people. So like if you can print document like your like maybe work plan, proposal, memorandum of understanding. You can print your minutes of the meeting. You can print your CV. You can print any type of document. You can print exams. You can print many things. There are very many type of document that are formatted or that are used in Microsoft Word. So you use this So when you click on print, you get this layout. We have also two layouts. The first one is it gives you the print settings, where you put the first, you see the button that will automatically print when you hit on it. And then you have here, you put the number of copies, and this will increment the arrow key. The upper arrow key will increment, while the down arrow key will like decrement, like, this is for increase, this is decrease. As you see, as you click here, it increases the number of copies. As you click here, it will decrease the number of copies. And then here you do what? You go ahead and select the type of the printer. You need to have a printer connected. So you could be having a printer which is either wired or wireless. Whether you're using wireless printer or you are using a wired printer, still you need to have it connected, and then you select the printer. After that, put the number of pages here. How many pages do you want? So you need to get a difference between the number of pages and the number of copies. You guys have to be serious. The number of copies and the number of pages. The number of copies is like if you have a document which has 10 pages. When you say you want 10 copies, it's going to say 10 times 10, meaning you are going to have 100 pages. If you have a document which has 1 page and you say you want 20 copies, meaning it's going to get 20 times the number of pages, which is, if it is 1, well, if it is 2, times number of pages 2, which is 20 pages. So that's, you have to be serious. So here put the number of pages you want to print, and then here set like how do you want your document to appear. Is it on one side or double-sided? And then here the orientation, or could be in a portrait form, or it could be in a landscape. Like when you click here, we have either a landscape or portrait orientation. Then we have the type of the paper. We have different paper types, like we have the letter, regal, statement, executive, A4. This is like most commonly used papers in offices, schools, institutions, and so on. Then we have B5, envelopes, and so on. So you have to choose the type of papers you have. If I printing something like exams for a school, for students to do, you have select A4. If you are printing something maybe like executive, maybe like X certificate, you can use that one. Can use that. Then you have to set the margin. Margin could be like margin top, left, right, and and bottom. And then after that, how many pages per sheet? Like how many pages? 2 pages per sheet, 4 pages per sheet. If you select it, if you select that, it means if you have like 4 pages, they will only come on one sheet. It means after printing, you will see that 4 pages has been printed on one sheet. So this is now on my right side. The other layout is the preview. This one will show you like how your document will appear after being printed. And then down here we have this arrow, you have this one, and then we have this one. This one shows the number of pages. Like if you have more than 1 pages, you can easily navigate, like move to page 1 or to other pages. Then we have the zoom in, zoom. This will help you to increase the size of the preview by zoom in or zoom out. Let's go to share. The other option in the file tab is sharing. So sharing will enable us to share a certain document. For example, testing document. We can share it with other people using email addresses, or we can post it on a blog. A blog is a social network which you create so that you can share your information with others. You can also save it on cloud, that is OneDrive, so that people can, or you can get it anytime or anywhere. Normally, for you to save it on cloud, you need to have an account. For example, if I say share on cloud, and say maybe OneDrive, then you need to have an email address logged into your OneDrive account. And then the other thing you can say an email. You can share an email as an attachment. You can share this document as an attachment. You can also share it as a PDF or as the XPS or internet fax, so you can choose the way you want. I think send as a link. This one you have to be saved it in a shared location for you to send this as a link. Like if you are on a network and then you create a shared location, you create a folder and then you share it so that everyone on the network can have access to it. Then you can easily get a link of the document and share it so that people can create on that link and be able to open the document. The other part is export. Exporting, this one you can export the document by creating a PDF. This will help you to preserve, this preserves the layout, formatting, fonts, and images. And also, after creating a PDF, someone cannot easily change your document, and it is easier to be viewed on the website or on the web. And then closing, this will close the window. Right now I don't want to close it because when I click on this, it will close Microsoft Word window. And then we have account, and this one, it shows you the account information, like the email associated to account, the privacy, the office background, the theme you're using, and then like the product if it is activated, and then the name of the office. Right now I'm using Microsoft Office Home and Student 2019, and then the products which are available, and then about Word. If you want help about this, you can get, and other options, like you can also get things like updates. You can disable updates, view updates, and so on. Then the feedback, here, like you have to send feedback to Microsoft. If you think this maybe is, the software is good, you can choose one of these icons here, and then you can send a feedback. Then you have option. These options is something very important because this is where we configure what we see in Microsoft Word. We have, when you open option, you see this layout or this interface or this pop-up screen that will come on the Windows. Like if the first one is the general, which shows how the interface will look like, and then the how to personalize the copy of your Microsoft Office, and then the privacy settings, and then other features. Then the display, you can set up the display like in the form of how you want the tabs to appear, the characters, spaces, paragraphs, and so on. Proofing, this enables you to correct things like correcting spelling and so on. Like save, how do you want the document to be saved? Languages, you can set language you want to use. You can accessibility, advanced. So for example, if I say customize ribbon, when you say customize ribbon, remember when we are looking at the main tabs in the ribbon. Now here, this is where we find the tabs, like under the main tab in the ribbon, we looked at the tabs like like insert tab. So under this customize ribbon, like I have the home tab. So for example, if I I untick this, I untick this one, I tick that. Then after that, I press OK. So the moment I do that and I go back to my document interface, you'll see that in my ribbon I have less tabs. Some of the tabs have disappeared. Right now I have the file, mailing, view, help, Nitro Pro, but I don't have tabs like the home tab, the insert tab, the design tab, the view tab. All those the page layout, all those tabs have disappeared. Why? Because I've customized them in the main tabs under option in the file, using the file tab. So to bring them back, because they are so essential, you cannot, for example, if I type something, I say maybe Richard is a hard guy, and then I want to change the font size and the font name. So where can I get? I have to go to the home tab. I don't see it. I want to underline this, I want to make it. So there's nothing you can do. There's no any kind of formatting tools you can have when you don't have the other tabs that has been disabled. So to enable them, I have to go to File, I go to Options again. Then from there, I'll go to Customize Ribbon. Then after that, now I go to the main tabs. I have to tick each and every tab that has been disabled, and then after I press OK, and then the tabs will come again. So from here now, I can go to the home tab. I can now increase the size. I can increase the size of this. I can make it bold, and I can do any other things. So now we've learned how we can use most of these options into the File tab. We go to the Home tab. A Home tab is one of the main tabs in the ribbon of Microsoft Word. It helps us to understand more of how we can format our documents. So it is composed of groups such as the clipboard, the font, paragraph, style, and editing. So we're going to look at each of these tools one by one, and we'll see how we can use. So for example, we're going to use the same string of words. Richard is a hard guy. Now, when you go to the clipboard, we have tools such as copy, cut, paste, and format. So I'm going to use like fast copy. A copy, copying will like put a copy of selection to the clipboard. Like it will get a copy of what you have selected and put it in the clipboard so that you can paste it somewhere else. An example, first of all, they are saying you have to select. So I'm going to select this by highlighting it. After that, now if I don't select, if I don't highlight, you see copy and cut is inactive. They are inactive. But after highlighting, they become active. So what does this mean? It means that for you to copy anything or cut anything, you need to first select. You need to first highlight the words or the string of words. After that, go ahead and click copy. Then from there, now it means the word or the string of words have been put on a clipboard for you to paste it on any desired location you want. So from there, I'll go ahead and go to a new line by pressing enter on the keyboard, and then I will go and click paste. So when I click paste, now you see I will have the same value. Like the more you click paste, you have many of the values or many of the statements pasted on a new line like that. What about cutting? When I highlight and say cut will remove everything. It will take away the one. You see, cut, the word cut, this one, it will remove the selection and put it on the clipboard so you can paste it somewhere. So for example, if maybe let me put this to be red, and then I go ahead and cut it. Then I go to a new line, and then I paste. So when I paste, it means I've removed the word Richard is a hard guy, which was in a red color. From here, I'm going to paste it here. So I've transferred this word from here to here. This cutting does not leave the original, whereas copy, it leaves the original. So I'm going to go ahead and press paste, and then you see the word, or the list of string of words will be pasted there. What about Format Painter? Format Painter is a tool in Microsoft Word which helps you to transfer properties of a certain word to another word. For example, I'm going to select one of these statements. Richard is a hard guy. I will first give it the color to be blue, and then I will make it bold, and then I will make it italic, and then I will increase the size. I'll increase the size to 28. So after that, I have now this string of words with different properties. The first property is that they are italic. Italic means slanting. Then the second one is that the color is blue. They have the color blue, and then the third one is bold. So I want to pick these properties, the three properties, and then I am going to apply them on the last string of words, on the last paragraph. So what I'm going to do, I will highlight this. I will highlight the string or the paragraph I want to pick the properties. Then I go ahead and click on Format Painter. After that, I come and select the last paragraph I want to apply the properties to. The moment you hover the cursor there, you see something like a brush. Then you click, you highlight that. So after that, the moment you leave, now you see the properties have been applied. As you see, the first paragraph and the last paragraph, they look the same. They look the same. But if I want to change this, I want to put the color green, I want to make it bold, I want to make it underline, and I want to increase the size. I want to increase the size to 36. So from there, I want also to change, like to use the Format Painter to pick some of these properties so that I apply them on the second last paragraph. So I'm going to highlight this. After highlighting, I'll go ahead and hover the cursor on Format Painter, click on it. After that, come and select the paragraph where you want to take the properties. The moment you reach there, you see the cursor will change into a brush. Highlight that paragraph, and then release, and then you see now the properties have been transferred. That is what we call Format Painter. So let's go to our font. Our font has many tools. We have the font name, we have the font size, we have bold, like B is for bold. When you click on B, it will change the word into bold, that is being strong. Then I is for italic, U is for underline, and then you see this arrow, the down arrow here. When you click on it, you get different types of underline. And then this is like, this one is strike through, like you want, maybe you're writing and realize what you've written is not correct. Instead of taking time labbing, you can just strike through so that someone will understand that that one has been ignored. Then we have subscript and superscript. We are going to see how we can do that. Like if, for example, if you are writing an exam in mathematics and you write equation like 2x squared, then you have to use superscript. If you are writing maybe logarithm, the base of a logarithm, then you have to use subscript. So we're going to see how we can use that. And then we have like increase font size, decrease font size. These are, like you have capital A, but with an arrow showing up, that is increase. The one with arrow showing down, that is decrease. We can also use the keyboard shortcut like Ctrl Shift less than, Ctrl Shift greater than. Greater than is for increase, less than is for decreasing. And then we have change case. Change case, we have 5 types of change cases. The first one is the sentence. Then we have lowercase, uppercase, capitalizing each word, and then we have the toggle case. And then here we have the highlighting color, how you can highlight a word, maybe for you to easily understand it. And then we have the text effects and topography. So all these are found in the font. So we are going to look at them one by one. Let's start with the bold. Bold, like if I highlight this and then I click on B, it will bold. Like right now it's not bold. When I click on it, it will make the word strong. That is bold. Clicking on I will make it italic. That is landing. And clicking on U, it will make underline. Then increase font, I can increase the font size. I can also decrease the font size. And then I can change the sentence. I say lowercase, that's lowercase. Sentence will, the first letter will be a capital letter, others will be small letters. And then I can say uppercase, each and every letter will be up in capital letters. And then I can say capitalize each word, like Richard is, you see capital R, is, you see capital I, A, you see capital A, hard, you see capital H, and guy is capital G. So that's toggle case. You will only pick the first letter and make it small, others will be capital letters. So we talked about the strike through, like I want to say guy and I want to cross this, so I highlight that and say strike through, then to cross through out that. Then subscript, like I want maybe this the word guy, why I want to be it on the power, like superscript, that is power of a number. So when I click on that, you see the word way, the letter Y will go on top. But when I say subscript, it will come down. But now the size have changed. So normally that's the different. That's the meaning for of this, of subscript and superscript. So the other thing we are going to talk about is how to make the text effects and topography. Like when I highlight this paragraph, then I select that, and then we have different topography available. They are in form of outline, shadows, reflection, glow, different style, and so on. So like shadow, you can choose that, and then you see, meaning your letters will have a reflected shadow, a reflected shade on that. And then we have like how to fill. For example, if I select yellow, now by doing this, it will fill the entire paragraph into yellow, meaning that if you have ever had a book and maybe you want to shade a certain region because you've seen it, you want to mark it as important for you to easily remember. So it's the same way you can do in Microsoft Word. So thank you very much. You have seen how to use the font. Let's go direct to paragraph. Paragraph is also having some important tool. This involves like outline, alignment, line spacing, indent, and sorting, and shading, and then borders. So we shall start with bulletin. So to do that, I'm going to say start a new. I'm going to write a statement, say list of sorry, I have to remove the strike through, guys. Say list of students in senior 6. So After that, I'm going to start by naming them. So I will use bullet. I say bullet number 1. I say Alex. Number 2, the moment you press enter, another bullet will come automatic. Say Peter. Number 3, say Juliet. Number 4, you say Jane. Number 5, you say Sarah. Like that. So those are the bullets. Bullets are of different types. We have all these forms of bullets. So if you want to change the form of bullet, first go to backspace on your keyboard, remove that, then go and select the other type of bullet you want, say this one, and then go ahead and type and the name, and then it will change. So if you want to use another one, for example, you want to use now the numbers, click on that numbering in the numbering library, choose like number 1, and then from there type what you want to type, and then the moment you press enter, it will have to change automatically to the new number. Then that is it. Then we are going to see how we can, how we can use indent. But before that, all this is a list of where we can do different numbering and bulleting. Like if you have ever seen a paper of can even be mathematics or biology or chemistry, they give you a question 1, part A, Roman number 1. You get question 2 or question 1, part B, Roman number 1, Roman number 2, Roman number 3. For example, say question 1, part A, describe the preparation of oxygen. Roman number 2, write an equation for oxygen preparation. Roman number 3, they tell you like describe the catalyst or which was used in oxygen preparation. Like so, generally that's how we can use this type of bulletin, which has the main and the sub bulletin. Like you see here, section like A, main heading, then A, Roman number 1, like 1, part A, and within part A, Roman number 1. So that's a different way we can use that. And I know whenever you're working out on your documents, I think you have come across that. So the other thing we're going to look at is indent. Indent, like increasing indent, I'm going to use the word name Alex. Increase will move your paragraph closer to the margin. Then the increase, they will move the paragraph far away from the margin. Remember the margin, we have margin top, margin bottom, left and right. A margin is like where you are supposed to start, like how your page is designed, like where the paragraph is supposed to start and supposed to end. Those are like the margin of your document. So if I say I want to decrease, I mean I want to increase indent. Now this will take, why is it taking each and everything? Because remember, I'm using the same bulletin, like because it is not taking these ones, but it's taking only this because they have the same properties. That's why it's taking each and everything. When I click increase indent, it moves the words or the paragraph to the far away from the margin. But when I say decrease, this one will do what? This one will move the paragraph closer to the margin. Yeah. So that is the difference between increase indent and decrease indent. Sorting, this is how you arrange the current selection in alphabetical or numeric order. This is specifically useful if you are trying to organize data in a table. So when we go to insert and then we start looking how we can deal with tables, we shall go ahead and see how we can use like sorting of values, and then we see how best we can arrange them in alphabetical or numeric order. And then we have alignment. We have four main types of alignment. First one is alignment left. We have alignment center, alignment right. We have justified, and then we have line and paragraph spacing. So all this will help you to understand like how do you organize your work. For example, if I say Alex, I highlight that, say alignment left, it will take the word it will keep the word or the paragraph to the left. Center, it will take the paragraph or the string of words or a single word to the center. This alignment right to take to the right. Then justified is the combination of both right and left. So that is it. What about we're going to look at line and paragraph spacing. Remember, these are line of words, like this is one line, this is another one, this is another one, and the spacing, what the space between this and this, the space between this one is what we're going to look at. So here we're going to first highlight this, and then from there we go to line. Then I can choose 2.5. So when I say 2.5, you can see the space is now increasing. When I say 2.5, it becomes more. 3.5 becomes more. But when I come to 1.5, it reduces. 1.15, 1.0, it will go back to default. So that is what we call line and paragraph spacing. Then we have, like, this is like a shading. You want to shade like the selection with a given color, so you can shade that, or the selection, not one paragraph, or not this one will shade even the empty space, like the empty space after a certain word. And then we have the border. For example, if you have the word Alex after highlighting and then you select the border, you can choose all border. This will apply, will put all the borders, like the top border, border, bottom, left and right borders. But generally we have all the borders available. So after learning that, we go to the other option, which is styling. Under styling, we have normal. These are like normal document, normal lines of words that we write. Then we have this without spacing, no spacing. Then we have heading 1, heading 2. So heading 1, heading 2, this and they are mostly used when you want to make a table of contents. When we reach on that, I will show you how to do that one. But this is how we're styling. Like, for example, if I highlight that and then I make it heading 1, it will be like that. Heading 2, you see, I get this, I make it as heading 1. You can see it has changed. I put this, I put into heading 2, it can change. And if you see the difference, this one is different from the other one. So if I say this, I make it title, you see it has changed, and they are all looking different. So these are different ways we can style up our documents. The other part, which is very important, is find, replace, and select. We shall start with finding. Finding is like a search engine in Microsoft Word, which helps you to find a certain word. For example, when I go to find, I'll get another new navigation layout on my left side, and here I'm trying to give me a box where I will have to type what I want to find. So in this case, I'm going to find the name Sarah. So when I type Sarah, now you see down here Sarah will be highlighted, and then even here you see it will be shown here. Then from there I'll go ahead and click on that. It is going to be highlighted. Then I want to replace that. I want to replace Sarah with Timothy. I'm replacing Sarah with Timothy. Then I say replace all. Now you can see everything has been done. Where I was having Sarah, I now have Timothy. I can also replace maybe that with Sarah with it, password. So I go and say replace all. So now yeah, so for example, as I say, I want to look for this. I mean this. I go ahead and say this find SVCG. Go and say find the next. It's already found. Then I want to replace with this password. Replace all. Now you see it has been replaced. So generally that's how we can do that. Then we can select all. That one will select each and everything in that page. Select certain objects. This one will select a certain object, like you see. It helps you to select a certain object, and then yeah, I think that's it for the home tab, the file tab, and the home tab. So in the next the next thing we're going to look is the insert tab. Insert will help you to insert things like pages, the tables, illustrations, add-ins, media, links, and so on. And then in the next video, for now we can stop from here. In the next video we're going to learn how we can use the insert tab as one of the tabs in Microsoft Excel ribbon. I mean Microsoft Word 2019 group ribbon. So guys, for now let's stop here. I want you to go and practice what we've learned. Learn how you can start Microsoft Word, the main interface, how you can play with it. Go and see how you can use you can start a new document and type some words, format it with all these tools we have learned in the home tab, and also go ahead and save it using the file tab, where you save it and give it a file name which will appear as a title in the title bar. And then if you want to print, you can print, or you can share it or export it. You can also go ahead and protect it in the using info by applying a password as an encrypted algorithm for available in Microsoft Word. So when you do that, I know it will be a good start for you. Otherwise, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for attending. It has been so good. Let's catch up in the next video. Remember to subscribe. Hit on that button on our YouTube, subscribe, so that as the videos come, you are aware and you'll be informed. You can also go on our website and type www.tabbytalks.com in one of the web browser. You get our website. Try to log in if you have an account. If you don't have, feel free to register for an account. And there are many other things. You can also check on our social media, on our Facebook page and group. It is the same name, Tabby Talks. You will find us. Otherwise, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking your time. Remember to share the video with others, because this is so much crucial for anyone who want to start a career in technology. These are the things you have to start with. Otherwise, thank you. Let's catch up in the next video. Love you so much. This is Mpatswe Francis.